It's an absolute pleasure for me, Peter Churchill, to welcome you to round 4 of this season's Samsung Super League, the best of team jumping, and we're off to the medieval city of Aachen in Germany. Well, the points table now after round 3 in St. Gallen in Switzerland. France at the top of the table. We'll explain more about it in a moment. But let's take a look at the close-up look at the teams. Team Germany, well, they're always hard to beat on their home turf. Team Britain, winners in Lisbon, Portugal. Team Holland, yet to find their true form this season. Team Italy, the winners in Poznan, Poland. Team USA, the first outing of their European tour. Team Ireland, the winners in St. Gallen, Switzerland. Team France, winners in La Baule and Rome. And Team Belgium, second in Poznan, Poland. Well, now, we're going to go and meet this man, the team manager, Kurt Gravemeyer of the German home side, and he's just going to explain to us about that team. And Kurt starts off with saying, well, our first rider is Markus Eining with For Pleasure. The second is Christian Allmann with Köster. Then it's Otto Becker with Dobel's Cento, and the fourth is Luca Beerbaum with Gladys S. That's the 4 in the team, and they've given us some super performances so far in this series, getting us points. But to be honest, we look forward to the European Championships later this summer, and we're looking even more forward to our team for the Summer Olympic Games in Athens next year, so we're hoping for a good performance. So this is the results after the first round. The top 8 teams go into the second round, and that's in order of merit. We'll have a closer look at that in a moment, but we're just going to take a quick look now at the riders of the 3 lowest placed teams, because we've got an awful lot of 15 in this program. And it's Gert-Jan Bruhink for Team Netherlands riding Joel. Well, he came back with a clear round, but that left the Netherlands on 17 faults as a team score. It's the 3 best scores out of 4 that count. And then for Team Italy, Massimo Grassata with El Quinto. Well, he came back with a 4-faulter, so that left Team Italy on a score of 17. Team Britain at this stage was on a score of 48, and I have to admit, struggling, but more of that later. So we move now to the top 5 teams after that first round, and as you saw from the scores, it's desperately close. As in 2 fences, that's 8 faults, that covers the top 5 teams, and not a lot in it. For the home side, Markus Eining with this 17 years young Hanoverian stallion For Pleasure. There's the points going on the Super League. Now, the bottom team on points at the end of the season will be relegated to the Samsung Nations Cup Series 2004, and the top team from the Nations Cup Series on points will be promoted to the Super League 2004. As we saw, Frank Rottenberger, we'll have plenty of time to look at this course. Frank Rottenberger is our course designer. 12 fences, 15 jumping efforts, time allowed of 89 seconds. Well, Eining and For Pleasure popped in a clear round first trip for Team Germany, and Team Germany on 8 faults, and I say 5th after the first round. And Marcus, I'm sure you all know, is our new World Cup champion of show jumping, having won that in Las Vegas, USA in April, riding Anchor, and he finished 2nd in the Grand Prix here. 3 best scores out of 4 to count. This is the classic Nations Cup. That was at 1.60 meters, 5'5". Rottenberger will be talking to him in a moment, set them a strong course and a technical course. They're all big, they're all wide. At fence 9, that's got a spread on it of 1.80 meters. That's over 6 foot. So it's a parallel bars as well. Option here at the Mercedes fence, short route or long route, that's at 1.60 meters. There's Ludger Beerbaum up in the jockey stand looking on. We'll be seeing him later too. Triple rail now down to the treble combination. A tough one, a big spread, then a parallel bars, 2 strides to a vertical at 1.58 meters, coming out over a spread of 1.80 meters. So a 4-faulter then. That's a fair start for Germany for the home side. 4-faulter from Markus Eining and For Pleasure, and that takes Team Germany, as we've seen. Not a lot like about it. took a bit of a dive, didn't he? That puts them on 12. Well, now let's meet our course designer, Frank Rottenberger, just to talk us through it all. And Frank says, well, there are 12 fences in this Nations Cup, and the first 3 fences are all verticals, and then we have a technical line from the water jump. We can look at that, just and this oxer behind me, because it's a difficult line because the colours of the oxer, and also they're going downhill towards the in-gate. And then we go across to the other side of the arena with a big oxer there with a 1.90 meter spread, but he said it's the last line I think is the most difficult, the triple rail. That's got a spread of over 2 meters, and then down to the treble combination on the way home. So let's see if we can follow the points Frank was making for us there. Frank in his first season as the course designer here in Aachen, having taken over from Arno Gego, and that's a difficult act to follow. So for Team USA now, Peter Wild with the 12-year-old Holsteiner finds Sarah, a drop score 4 on his first trip. Team USA on 8th, 4th after the first round. Peter, who's based in Maastricht, has been for some years in Holland, which is not far from here. We're on the German-Dutch border in Aachen. Originally from Massachusetts, individual bronze medalist of the World Championships in Jerez last September. Here we go. There's the water, over 14 foot of it, 4 meters. Then they've got to come right back then to that spread of yellow parallel bars with a spread of 1.80 meter. Again, 1.60 meter, 5 for 3, 5 for 4. In fact, Rottenberger started tough right from fence 3. That was up at well over the 5 foot. That was the double at fence 8. That one was 58. And coming out over a spread of 1.70 meter. So we're talking about spreads of over 6 foot. Well over 6 foot for the triple rails. We'll see those then on the run for home. Now, this season, Nations Cup team tournaments can go to a jump-off. If there are any teams on equal scores to find the winner, then they have to nominate one rider from each team, as we saw in St. Gallen, and go into what you might call a penalty shootout. Peter Ward then down that treble combination. He's held it at the 4. So that puts Team USA onto 12 fourths. Now, Team USA is not qualified for the, only 8 teams qualified for the Samsung Super League. So any points they get here in Aachen will be moved across to the, what you might call the non-Super League Nations Cup Series. And of course, they're all